Hi, Facebook family and friends. This is T. Hatchett. He's not with us right now, but he will be attending a little later. He's coming. He's just running a little late. So we're going to start without him. My better half, my husband, Frank G.L. Hatchett. So, um, hi, how's everybody doing? First, I want to thank everyone and tell our Hatchett Chronicles family how much we love you, because you guys was really, when we weren't on last week because of illness, my husband was not feeling well. We got a lot of calls, a lot of texts, a lot of shout outs, asking if we were all right and saying that they were praying for us. I appreciate y'all. We both appreciate y'all. We love you. Thank you. We're sorry that we could not make it last week because he wasn't feeling well, but now my husband is feeling a lot better. But we just was feeling the love, and I just want to let y'all know that we are so grateful for our Hatchet Chronicles family, and we thank you for reaching out to us to make sure we're all right. We really love you for that. Okay, and that being said, I feel so lonely. I can't wait till my husband comes. It just feels real weird. I gotta tell y'all, if something happened to my husband, y'all, Hatchet Chronicles is done, because it feels so weird without him by my side. I'm cold and everything because he's not by my side. But as I said, he'll be here shortly, so I'm gonna try to keep it going until he get here. But let me do my shout outs before he get here. Let's see. Okay, so Stevie G Love Search is still for sale. If you get it digitally, I suggest Amazon.com. We do have hard copies. You can message me or my husband or even Steve himself, because we have hard copies. The website and the radio station is up. Guys, we are still looking for people who want spots on the radio. We still have Hi, Eunice. How are you? We still have spots available for the radio. If you want to do a show, if you have music, if you're an artist, you can send in your music. If you're a DJ, and you want to do a set, I ask that it be at least an hour and a half to 2 hours for a set. Only because of the time, and it's a little easier if it's an hour and a half to an hour for me to get it on and put it in a time slot. Um, if you have a company and you want us to advertise for you, reach out to us. I mean, guys, we have these spots open. Take advantage of them. We're here. Also, look out for the Hatchet Chronicles Sunday morning worship with Minister T. Hatchett. Will be the first of the year. Will be on AIM. That's a broadcasting station on Roku. See, I even miss my husband. I usually, when I don't pronounce things right, I usually look over to see my husband. I can't. He better hurry up and get here, because, like I said, I'm really missing him right now. Hi, Eleanor. But anyway, so look out for that. It's going to be some other shows we are helping. We have partnered with AIM. That's her name is well, I call her Beautiful, but her name is April, and she's a poetress and poetry. She does poetry and spoken word. She also does voiceovers for books. So you guys, and she also is an artist. And so if oh wait, my husband is here. Just give me a minute. Oh, I forgot. Wait 1 minute. My husband has came in the studio, y'all. Baby, I pulled this up so you can come down this way. Um, should I just tell her we're on air? Hey, baby. Shh, we're on live right now. We're doing the Hatchett Chronicles right now. We're gonna call you back in an hour. We're doing Hatchett Chronicles right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right.
Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. Well, I'm on live, baby. I gotta continue. So, guys, sorry about that, the interruption. But so, as I was saying, April is a graphic artist too, and she did Steve EVG album cover, CD covers. So, guys, look out for her. She's wonderful. If you need some artwork, go there. We go. You go to April. So, not only does she have the um AIM station that starts in the first of the year in January. She also does the voiceover for books, and she also does graphics. And again, I can't even, the words do not explain how good she is in graphics. Also, Sight and News. I worked on our book From My Rib today. I worked on it by myself, guys, but I am going to have that book finished by the end of the year. So that look out for From My Rib because it will be finished. God spoke with me that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I have actually two other books besides that book that's in the works that I had started writing and I just let go of. But I will be picking that back up because God kind of dealt with me on that. So I will be picking back up my writing soon. What else? Oh, I'm still helping small businesses get up and running. So I'm still doing that. What else am I doing?
Getting on my damn. Hey y'all, what up?
Whatever. Anyway, what else I got going on? I don't know. I'm updating the website, so look on the website. I am working on that. I'm also starting another website, by the way, guys. It is the Family Ministry website, and it's gonna have. I'm gonna be selling my books on there. My sister books on there. I'm gonna be selling Steve's CD on there, and the artist that he's working with now is gonna have a EP out soon, and I'll be selling his EP on there. And it's just gonna be a website. Um, it's a spiritual website. So when I get that up and running, I will give y'all the website address for that. Look out for that coming up. It's called the Hatchett's Power of God. That's what it's called. So that's coming up, and I implore any of y'all to think about joining if y'all would like, because it's going to be members to it. Thus Family Ministry. Almost said Frank is tonight.
I know. I'm gonna check it out after.
Is that where everybody is watching the game?
Yes, ma'am. It's Monday Night Football.
Hey, Ed. Hello, everyone.
Damager, what's happening, brother?
God, I can't remember.
What's good?
So, baby, do you want to update them on anything? Did anybody see my husband on
I just did a very powerful interview on Heritage Hip Hop about my story as far as hip hop is concerned in the city of North Jersey, South Jersey.
I will be downloading that and putting it on the radio. Plus, I will be putting it on the website. So if you missed it, you can get it either on the website, see the video, or you can hear the audio on the radio. I will be putting it on this week. So look out for that because my husband, I'm so proud of him. It was just really powerful.
Yeah, it was definitely, they've been trying to get an interview with me for like 4 years. And, everything happens in God's time. So Friday night was the time, man. And I gave a lot of information that needed to be heard because
a lot of Jews.
yeah, I dropped a lot of jewels Friday night. Because from time to time I see different interviews and stuff like that, and certain things don't get mentioned, certain things do get mentioned, but you don't know where you're going unless you know where you came from. So I'm definitely one of the pioneers in Newark as far as production is concerned, my group and all of that, the orphans and a lot of that stuff. So
that's okay, Eunice. You'll see the rerun. I'm gonna put the rerun up soon. Just as a matter of fact, between today and tomorrow, I'll have it.
Thanks. You just jumped right in while
I'm sorry. I was just reading.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Y'all could go to YouTube and tap in and Heritage Hip Hop, and that's where you'll be able to see the interview. Plus, it's on my page. It's on my wife's page. It'll be on the website. It'll be on the radio station. But the interview was crazy, and there's only part one. I got part two coming up in November, like around. It may be around my birthday. The 19th is my birthday, so just look out for part two coming up on in November.
He said, "Here we go again." LOL. Okay, so
I did that, and I just got a text message from a brother in Italy that wants me to do a live. He wants a live set, an hour set that they're going to put on a show in Italy for house music. I just spoke to him 2 days ago, so I'm going to be recording a set and putting it on. And man, listen, I'm really thankful and blessed to have this opportunity to actually do this set, and it'll be played in Italy. So they reached out to me, and I'm gonna oblige them with a set. I'm gonna go crazy in this set, y'all. I'm gonna represent us so hard, man, in Jersey and United States, man. I'm gonna go crazy with this set, man, and they'll be playing it over in Italy. So I'll let y'all know when to look out for it to see if there's some type of a link to it, so that we could tap in and everybody could listen to it. What I'm gonna do too is more than likely when I do the set, I'm going to record it, pre-record it, and put it on our radio station too. So I'll definitely let you know. I'll probably call it the Italy set, and then y'all could go and check it out, and that's what's up. So thank y'all, man, for rocking with me, man, and these opportunities that are coming through. I'm definitely trying to capitalize on each thing that comes through, man. I'm thankful and I'm blessed, and I just want to stay humble and keep doing what I'm doing. I'm working on some other stuff too. I got a song that I'm finishing up with my man Kilo. Why are you looking up in the sky? You sat here for 25 minutes
did that.
and talked all this stuff.
Why are you worried about me?
Up in the sky like, oh my God, is he ever going to shut up?
No, I did not. Did I do that, y'all? I didn't do that.
I caught you.
I did not do that.
Looking up in the sky, twiddling your thumbs. They can't see you twiddling your thumbs.
He's talking about me. Why is he picking on me? I am not doing anything.
Well, anyway, y'all.
Don't tell him how I sit here and say I missed him when he wasn't there. Eunice, Eleanor, y'all was on when I was saying how I missed him not being beside me and I felt cold and lonely. Now he gonna come talking about me. I think that's
you got me in here now. You eyeballing the sky.
I was not doing that. I was not. Oh my stomach. Can you teach me how to DJ? Eunice wants to know, teach her how to DJ.
Yeah.
Man, you are a karaoke sensation.
You ain't
star.
never lied, and Eunice ain't never home.
Eunice, you gotta come down here because that's what we do when we on our gathering. We have karaoke. Like for my birthday, it was on. I need you to come here to come. I have a what we call. I invented this bar that everybody be at, and we do karaoke at the bar on gathering. Come on down,
Yo,
please
it's
come.
crazy. We dressed the living room up like it's the bar and everything.
Yeah, please come down to karaoke.
We got the karaoke words on the big screen in the living room. Everything.
We got the microphone and everything, the speakers and
Speakers.
everything. Come on down to our bar.
So I have one other thing. Oh, my man Kilo. God bless my brother, man. He got a song that's I don't know if anybody's seen the BMF series yet.
It
It
just
just came.
started
It just started yesterday. But my man Kilo got a
on
song
Stars.
and in the BMF series on Stars, and from that he got a couple, different things popping. So he actually called me up because I sent him a beat. He needed a beat for something, and in turn he called me up and asked me to be on the record with him. So I'm gonna come out of retirement. I'm gonna jump on the mic on this song for a quick 16, and it'll be distributed by Sony, and it'll be in the stores and all of that stuff. So it's going on this album. So I'll be doing that in a few days too. So things is I'm working, y'all. I'm working. And with that being said, because my wife is ready to get to this daggone topic, I don't even know what the topic is.
That's not true. Why is he always picking on me?
Well,
Eleanor and
everybody always
Eunice,
picking on
please help me.
Hey, Eleanor, keep me abreast of the score, please. I know we playing y'all stinky, dirty birds.
So, tonight's topic is called, and I was hoping that more people would be on. It's called generational curses, family secrets, and it probably has to be a part two to this. And this topic came about because my niece, my sister Val's daughter, is doing a generation generational map of our family, what is it called? .com.
Family tree?
She's doing a family tree, but what's that?
Ancestral.com?
Yeah, ancestral.com. And she started to ask us questions, and we were on the phone for about 4 hours, her, my sister Val, and myself, about our family, my mother's history. And through that, we've realized just how some secrets and some things that has been taken to the grave with the family that has caused us to repeat the same thing that has caused a generational curse. And my sister Valerie and I was talking, and we decided that we don't want our kids, we don't want us to pass away and our kids guess about their history or what's going on with them. Because when we were talking, there's a lot of things that we found that we were guessing about that we really don't know, because our family had a lot of secrets and they kept a lot of entanglements, shall I say. Like, for instance, this is something that I know now, but I never got to talk to my mother about it. I grew up with three fathers. One was my stepfather, one was the man who I called daddy, and then there was Big Daddy, my sister Val's father. Well, I found out later in years that Big Daddy is actually my father too. So my sister Valerie and I have the same father. And for years there was a question about that on both sides. Even though we never was treated any differently, there still was a question of who was my real father. And I that was a secret that my mother took to the grave with her. Why she even lied about, why she didn't tell the truth or come out about it. And we wonder that. And so what we feel like is that sometimes when families hold secrets like that, it can cause generational curses. And we want to break that for our children. And you know what I thought about, baby? I remember when you had that conversation with Dee Dee and you said, should I be talking to him about this? And I was like, well, yeah, because he came to you. So, one of my questions is there a right time to talk to your kids or talk to your parents about secrets, family secrets? And is there ever a time where it's all right to take a secret to the grave?
You know what? I believe that with that being said, um, I think the older your children get and the more that they have an understanding in life, if you know about it, I think you should inform them because you never know who they may find out if they find out. But if they do find out, then it's always going to be a partial disconnect because why didn't you ever tell me? Why didn't you ever say anything? Why'd you lie to me all these years? Why would you lie in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? So I think that somewhere down the line, if there's something in that is that important, they are a part of the family, and if it's something that you think they should know, I think that when they're old enough to be able to understand it, to be able to sit down and discuss with them what it was, that you need to discuss. Because like Dee Dee's 26 now, and when he came to me, he was 20 last year. That was last year.
Yeah.
He was 25, and he came to me about certain things, and I didn't know whether to discuss it with him or not. But
Hello,
then,
Sandy.
hey, Sandy, how are you? I didn't know whether to discuss it with him or not, but at the same time, I didn't want him to continue to believe or think
One thing
what he
without
was
telling
already
your side of the
right,
story.
what he was already believing and thinking. You know what I mean? So to broaden the scope, because then too at the same time, once you do that, then you can let them draw their own conclusion of what the situation is or what the situation may be. And I think that in the long run they'll appreciate that more than continuing to hide something from them or not.
Eunice said generational curses. Husband, oh, his feet is gone. Husbands having children out of wedlock and how it affects the family for generations is an example. It is a good example, and it's not just men, the women too, because that's what we were talking about. That's the generational curse in our family, that the mother had two husbands and it or not, or one of them she didn't marry, and you don't know whether the kid is this husband or that husband. Eleanor said those secrets will have you dating a relative without even knowing. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that happened in our family actually twice with two sisters who went to a family union. They were dating two guys, had kids by those two guys, went to a family union and found out they was related. So that is very true. And that's how deep our generational curse goes, because that happened on my mother's side because we don't know the history, and there's so many of us.
Eleanor said that, and Sandy said hello, and Eunice said
my man was a love child.
My mom.
Oh, my mom was a love child and didn't find out who her father was until she was 21. Wow.
Wow, that's wow.
And so that's what I'm saying. Is there ever a time to take a family secret to the grave? Should all family secrets come out?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm gonna say this. This is just my own opinion.
While he's speaking, please, I want to hear from you guys too.
My own opinion about that. I think that if the children are mature enough to be able to understand, then I think it's okay to not hold those secrets.
So how do you know when they're mature enough to understand? Playing,
I mean,
what do you call
okay,
it? Not devil's advocate, but
angel's advocate.
Angel advocate.
You know your children, right? And you know when when you could talk to them about certain things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when it's time to have those conversations, if you say, "Hey, listen, come here, man, I want to holler at you for a minute," or and I would suggest not to do it over the phone either. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I would suggest to sit down and do it in person You know what I mean? So that this way, whatever feelings or whatever the case may be, if it need to be a hug involved while we talk
Why?
about it,
What if it can't be in person? You have to do
I
it.
mean, if you have to do it over the phone, then that's okay. But I'm just saying my own. This is what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying for anybody else to, like I'm not painting a picture like this is what someone else has to do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying for my own thing, I would
Mm-hmm.
think that to do it in person would be better because like I said, they'll be able to look at you, you'll be able to look at them, and you know what I mean. If you need to hold a hand while you say it, or give a hug afterwards, or whatever, it is what it is. Not saying that it won't be that meaningful over the phone either, but I'm just saying if there's a chance that you could do it, because you never know, you might have a child in California and you in Jersey, and you can't get, you can't have that discussion with them, and you need to have it now, and you can't just hop up and hop on the plane. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's okay, but
Eleanor said, "Bring him to the forefront." Eleanor said, "Secrets will only hurt in the long run."
that's right. I think the longer you hold it, the worse it'll get because it's just building up steam. You know what I mean? And then what happens one day you have a cookout or family reunion and somebody that knows that secret or whatever or knows those secrets decide to, they might have a sip or two and they want to just blab it out like, yo, you know what? You know what I mean? I think it's effed up that you ain't never say so and so. And then you got the whole family looking at you like, what? Why? And you looking like, why would you ever say? You know what I mean? And then you got a million questions, and this is something you held on for 10 years, and you never know.
Eunice said, "Do you think that these issues are spiritual, or is it learned behavior, or embedded in a person's DNA?" I can
DNA.
only, yeah, I'm going to speak from my experience. I think it's in the DNA because from what my family went through, my grandfather, it started with him, and then it was in my mother's and some of her brothers and sisters too, and then it was in our generation. So I really believe that it's in the DNA. I don't think it's spiritual. I really don't. And learned behavior, who knows? It could be indirectly, like unconsciously.
I think it's a DNA thing
I
too,
do believe it's DNA.
and partially a learned behavior too. I would say because I think it would be a bit of each because if it's in your DNA, your grandfather did it, his father did it, your
Mm-hmm.
mom did it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Her mom did it. You know what I mean? All the way down to you. Somewhere along the line, you might have to break that cycle. And if it's in you, you'll know because you have the same traits as those before you. You know what I'm saying? And
What's really screwed up is that the person that both of them was in my life, but you know, I am the only one that man acknowledged, and he had like six boys outside the marriage that he didn't even know. Six boys and one girl outside of the marriage that he didn't even acknowledge. I was the only one he acknowledged, and I wasn't even his kids. Those was his kids, and he didn't even acknowledge them. But as a matter of fact, one of them I was friends with him, and I messed around with his brother's best friend. I mean, like if I, the only reason why I didn't mess around with him because I knew from a small child that he was my brother. He still to this day I don't think know that my father is his father. So that's like really crazy. And for me, I was like, why don't y'all tell? Because his mother actually came to me about it because the dude I was messing with thought it was his brother that was my brother. And he went to him, he mentioned it to him. And then she called me, his mother called me and said, "Why are you putting that out there?" And I was like, why are you not telling this grown man?
yeah,
It it don't make no sense. He should know. But I let it go. But it's like if people are grown, why not tell them? Because just think, if I didn't know,
Y'all could
I
mess
could have
around
been
and
messing
date.
around with him.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you never know.
Sandy said, I went through it with my daughter, not knowing me till she was almost an adult. We worked through it, and I'm so happy we have the relationship we have.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's
That's a
a
beautiful
blessing.
thing. You know what? I went through something similar to that. I knew this young lady, and for some weeks we talked and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing explicit, but we're just phone calls, getting to know each other and stuff like that. And I went to we had a family reunion, and when I went to the family reunion, and it's crazy because like a lot of my family on my dad's side, I really don't know. I know like immediate, like my aunt Joyce and her kids.
And we talk about that all the time, don't we?
Right.
Because we grew from the same
Same,
place.
yes,
And so,
right. So I went to this family reunion, and the young lady that I had been, chopping it up with or whatever, I saw her at the family reunion, and I was like, "Yo, what you doing here?" And she was like, "Oh, I came with my family." So I'm thinking maybe she came with a family that was invited to the family reunion. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't pay it no mind. I didn't even go into, well, who's your family and all that. I sat down and we started talking, and my cousin walked over to me, and this is one of my close cousins, from Plainfield. And she walked over and she was like, that's what's up. Everybody getting to know each other. I'm so glad we having this reunion because cousins need to know cousins and this and that. And I was looking like, word, that's what's up. But anyway, what's happening? And she was like, so and so, I ain't saying no name. She was like, so and so is your cousin. That's Aunt so and so's daughter. I was like, what? That's who? That's what? And then my aunt, whose daughter it was, she came up, hey baby, I ain't seen you in yet. I felt like trash. I'm sitting here chopping it up with my cousin, my first cousin. And I'm like, yo, word, this is what?
I just want
Yo, man, y'all get rid of her, man.
Did y'all you can tell me?
There ain't nobody do nothing.
Eunice said, you ever learn about a family generational curse and declare you never do the same but end up doing it?
Yep.
Actually, I didn't learn about it, Eunice. I already knew about it and I declared I wouldn't do the same. But guess what? I did the same without even being aware I was doing the same.
That's a fact.
So, yes, very much so.
That's a fact. I did too. And
so
my generational curse, it even ran off into my sons.
Mm.
And
see, that's what me and Valerie was talking about. We don't want our kids. We trying to break that so that our kids won't do the same thing that we did. Mm-hmm. And somewhere you got to break that chain. And so we kind of made a pact that we want to put it out there and break that chain. We don't want to keep perpetuating the same thing over and ago, because if you look at us, it's what, 1, 2, 3 generations down already. And if we don't stop it right now, it's going to be with our kids.
Yeah, to continue. And when I found out look, I ain't ashamed. Hustling, it was just in my family, like, just hustling. My dad sold drugs and all of that, and I did, and it broke off into my sons, and both of them, one side, because I had went through some stuff with their mom, and it was a long time before I had saw them again, and when we did get back, and started putting repairing our relationship and stuff like that. When you know something, you know it, and it's certain people can't hide things from you when because you feel me. And I kind of knew what it was, and I had that discussion with them, and to God be the glory. I had a chance to have a discussion with them and intercede before they got into something that was, something that they couldn't handle. You know what I mean?
I have 2 questions for you. The first question is, I always look at you because every time we turn around, we meeting somebody that I know and you know. And I always say to you, baby, oh, that was too close for comfort. And I remember I asked you this question 2 times at a different phases in our life. So if we met somebody and we realized that we were family, would you divorce me?
Mm-hmm. Quick, fast, and a hurry.
Even after we already done slept together and been together, you would divorce me?
That's a done deal. I wouldn't continue that. If you my family, yeah,
like we could be cousin to the third power.
Nah, we're not cousin to the third nothing.
So you would just leave me? Oh, I would be so brokenhearted.
I don't know if I can live with myself.
You know, everybody would say, I knew they wasn't so perfect. Everybody be like, they talking about how they never had an argument. Why they break up then? Y'all know y'all would do that.
Y'all was arguing all along behind closed doors.
And I'll be sitting up here so
I don't think that I could continue that. I don't think I can live with myself. It would tear me to shreds. I'm telling you, I will be a ball of nothing.
What would tear me to shreds if you left me? I would go through phases. I would be mad. Then I'd be resentful. Then I'd be wanting to kill you. Then I'd probably become a stalker.
Y'all heard it first.
No, I'm just kidding.
Y'all remember this Hatchett Chronicles?
I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying. You heard it first.
Eleanor said both my kids are aware that they have other siblings. Mm-hmm. Eleanor says secrets can be devastating and ruin family relationships. It sure can. It's interesting. Eunice said it's interesting how you can have the I can't talk. Prosperity to do certain things and not know why, only to find out later that it's a passed down trait. That is true. Yeah. That is so true, so true. Eunice said that sounds like a movie, Terry. Oh, we could make a movie of it.
I don't want no part in that movie. I don't even want to do the soundtrack.
I'm gonna write a book about it.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
Okay, so this is my second question. It's a scenario. Okay, you have a child.
I'm out. I don't even want to hear it.
You have a child, right? And they think their father is one person who's not in their life and never been in life, but they grew up all their life thinking this person was their father. No, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. So they grew up thinking this person was their father, and this person raised them, okay? And had custody of them and raised them. And then this person has passed, and they were devastated about their father passing and everything. And they find out now that that person who raised them all their life was not their father. Or should they find out that wasn't their father? Yup, your Eleanor flowers in the attic, just like that. Yup. Did y'all see Flowers in the Attic? It was about this brother and sister that got married. They didn't know they was brothers and sisters, though.
I don't.
Terry's World starring DJ Get Loose. So she already got a name for it.
I think if the subject comes up, then
you don't think the person should bring it up? The other parent should bring it up?
If they do, then I think it's only fitting for the child to know that.
If they bring it up, but what if they
don't ever bring it up? Why fix something that ain't broke?
Because
I mean, but
it
then
could come around.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought about that as I was saying.
Love is love. How you doing?
Love is love. What's up, bro?
I mean, okay, so I want to know what y'all think about that.
I just want to say real quick, this sneaker game is mean, sir.
What do y'all think about that?
Mean.
Yeah, there's a child who was raised by his father. Father had custody, and he was raised until he was grown. The father passed away. He's devastated from it. And then a couple of years after the father passed away, he gets to know his mother, and his mother tells him that wasn't his father. Or should the mother tell him that wasn't his father?
I think so.
You think she should tell him? Why?
Because it could come out another time in a very inappropriate place.
What if the child already have issues that he hasn't dealt with?
Well, that's something you don't just have to pile on top of the issues he got already. Put a Band-Aid on his forehead and walk him around.
And what is wrong with the thing? And again, y'all haven't.
Love is love. So yes,
So he needs to know the truth. Eunice said, I think so, especially if his bio is still alive.
That's a fact. Because then he's gonna need to know his bio. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna need to get to know him, and I think it's only fair and fitting that he gets to know his biological dad. That's if his dad wants to have a relationship, because sometimes that the biological father, once he peel out, in some cases, I'm not saying all cases, but in some cases, once they peel out, they don't never come back.
Well,
they
it
don't
could
look
have
back.
been a affair, and a forbidden affair where they agreed not to tell
that
and
too.
let it go.
But I think that I just think that with family, man, that once the children start to get older, and even if it's a brother or sister or cousin or something like that, if that secret is that detrimental, I think that when everybody's old enough to understand it, they get to be 21, 23, 25, something like that, they ought to be informed, because you never know when that thing may surface again. And when it does surface, the closest person to them, if they knew about it and like say, yo, you knew about that, and why didn't you never say that to me? Yo, you lied to me all this time. That could draw very, very deep resentment with that person. You know what I'm saying? It could draw a wedge in between that person. It could or could not. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the individual that is receiving the information and how they take it.
I got another one.
Oh Lord.
What if the mother was molested by a family member, become pregnant, have the child? Should the child know then? Because I'm trying to figure out. Everybody agreed that there's never no secrets that you should. Because everybody agreed there's never no family secret that you should take to the grave.
What type of Steven Spielberg?
Because I'm trying to figure out if, in fact, it is true. There is never no family secret that you should take to the grave.
Yo, check this out. Just like off the subject right quick for a hot second. That's what I be living with. We'll watch a movie and she'll twist the movie all around. I'll be like,
no, I'm just saying, because, if everybody agree, and I think everybody agree that there's never no family secret you should take to the grave, what about that secret? Is that a secret? Because it's easy to stand back and say, "Oh, you should have told him. You should have told her." But what about a secret like that?
I think it should be talked about.
We got that in the bag too.
I'm just saying, I think that should be addressed. I think that should be addressed.
Like if
because
back in the day, the parents used to take the kid and raise it as their own, but it really wasn't their own. And you grow up as your sibling, and it's really your mom or your father. It's really your parent. Tell him and let him kill it. That's good. That's good. Now that's a book. That's a movie.
Yo.
You said that's a good question, Terry. It happens to Celine in the color. Yeah, silly. It happened to Silly in the color purple.
Love said kill him and let him.
Eleanor said, "Am I the only one that keeps freezing up?" No, something's going on. Something's going on. It keeps blacking out.
It's like 4 of y'all on, or 5. I don't know how many people is on right now, but it's only showing the number 2.
Yeah. Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
Pat King, what's up?
He said, it's good to know how you are related to somebody. It's important. You should not hide nothing. Let it all out. No secret. It brings out the joy of it. Love and Love said, now the feed is trash for me too. um, so still, no matter how bad the secret is, the secret needs to come out. In other words, because you never know, because that was called for those who didn't see, besides me and who said it, Eunice or Eleanor, Flowers in the Attic. That's what Flowers in the Attic was all about. The father had a affair on his wife, and he had a son, and he had a daughter with his wife, and they met up years later in love, and the family wanted to be together. And so they ran off, got married, and had kids, which the daughter's mother, the wife that he was married to, kept calling her kids the devil's because she knew that they were brothers. And so the father died, and the wife had to, and didn't leave anything for the wife and the kids. So the wife had to pack up her kids and go back to her mother's house. And the father was sick at the time and didn't know she was back. Well, didn't know she had kids. And the mother locked the kids in the attic, and she had 4 kids and locked the kids in the attic and wouldn't let them out for years. And nobody knew that the mother had kids. And the mother went on with her life and married somebody else. And the older brother and sister became a couple because they were locked in the attic with each other so much that all they knew, they fell in love with each other. And it was kind of like a generational curse. But you looking at me straight. Love it. Okay, Eunice said Mercury retrograde. I don't know what that means. Mercury retrograde. Patrick said good evening. Okay.
Anybody know the score right now? Cowboys, Dirty Birds? Off the beaten path for a minute, just trying to,
keep up with. That's just, my husband is such a man.
What else am I supposed to be?
I mean, no, I'm just saying, you would be the type of man that would be at a show with me with your radio, resist the radio in your ear, listening to the game.
No doubt. We need to find out what
the goodness. The game is not everything. You're not even supposed to be watching the game because power to
we're not going into that.
Anyway, so I think that what we came up with is that there should be no secrets,
be no stone unturned
that you take to the grave. Tell the truth and break the generational curses. If there are some generational curses, please break them, because they are not good for your family. As I said before everybody got on, I have 2 cousins who they were 2 sisters, and they met 2 brothers, and they got together and had kids by these 2 brothers, and went to a family reunion, and they were cousins.
Dang, defeat.
Family reunions are important. It is. You know what? Family unions is important, and we didn't know. My mother used to tell us all the time, or try to drag us to family reunions, and we didn't understand until we got grown how important family reunions was. But then again, my mother also did not tell us all about the family secrets. So maybe if she had to start to explain some of the family dirt, then we would have understood why family reunions were so important.
Chris Allen, the Poom Poom Slayers in the building. What's good? The Vigilante.
Because to be honest,
go up because there was something I was reading. And we missed it right there. You did say that.
Yeah, I said all that. Because to be honest with you, I met a lot of my family at the family reunion that I was already hanging out with as friends. My nephew, me and him has been friends because we lived around the corner from each other. And we went to a family reunion. I found out he was my nephew. And never knew it. So yes, family reunions are very important. And also it's important to have family reunions, because I know that now that we are the head of we are the elders in our family, we don't have as many family reunions as we used to. I
I'm
remember
planning one.
we had one every year.
Well, the one I'm planning is going.
Yeah, we're planning one now,
It's gonna
but
be crazy.
it's very important. Family reunions are very, very important because you never know. You could be all in love with your brother. And it's really scary with me and my husband because we're from Plainfield and we are so.
Love is love from Plainfield too.
Is he?
Mhm.
We are so. He probably know Larry because he's a DJ. Right?
Yeah, but love is love. Younger than me.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
So he knows some Hurlins, but not
He might. I don't know. I never asked him.
Hurlins, Reeds. Who else is in the
Hatchets.
who's else is in Plainfield? Because they done got married now. They're not
Hatchets, Timpaneros,
Mick
Greens.
McMillans or something. I can't think of their name,
I
but
don't know. There's a lot of them.
oh, and the football. My cousin, my second cousin, his father.
Oh yeah.
What is his name?
I forgot what team. Ravens or something.
Oh my God, I forgot my cousin. Dwayne. What's his last name, baby? Because his son is named after him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Those are your cousins.
But they from Plainfield. Dwayne, what team does he play for? You know what team he plays
I
for?
think it's the Ravens.
My second cousin plays for the Ravens, and his father is from Plainfield. Dad, what is Dwayne's last name? I wish Valley was on. She knows Dwayne's last name. But that's why family reunions are so important. So you'll know who's who. I got family members out there that I'm sure I don't know. My Uncle Jimmy, for instance, he got about 100 kids somewhere swimming around here. My aunt, who's passed away, I don't really think that we know because she was having kids come around looking for her.
Whoa, wait a minute.
That, I don't think we still have come to all her kids.
Eunice is blowing my skull every time.
My ex-husband family was from Plainfield, Barksdales, and Ragsland. Because you and Eunice already said that y'all might be related.
We are, but I'm talking about Barksdales. I got my cousins on my father's side was married to some Barksdales from Plainfield.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Crazy.
From Barksdale.
Roy and
that sounds familiar. I think Sheila family was Barksdale. I used
crazy.
To mess with her brother.
So we got about 6 more minutes.
Yeah, 6 more minutes. So Love is Love, who's your family?
I don't even think Love is Love still on. He might have jumped off. But
because I'm sure I know plenty of people from Plainfield because my family is all up and through there.
Mine too.
That's why I'm scared of him. Because his family all up and either we family or I done slept with your family. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's one of the It's gotta be one of look, I'm putting it out there. At least I'm telling you now, it ain't gonna be no surprise.
Lord, I'm not doing no family reunion.
Been freezing up most of the show, so I think I'm going to say goodnight and get into this game. All right, Eleanor.
Eleanor, who's winning?
My mother was a Hurling. And there's Fords also. On my father's side, it's Fords out there. So the Fords and Hurlings are from Plainfield. My brother is Ron Ford of Parliament.
What's the score? Tied up? What?
He passed away now, but my brother was Ron Ford of Parliament Funkadelics. So the Fords are from Plainfield, and the Hurlings are from Plainfield.
Right. Chris Allen, what's good? What's the score? It's tied up. What? Well, it really don't matter. It's about the 7-7, no doubt.
The Cowgirls are going to lose. So
Watch
don't
your
worry
mouth.
about
Watch
it.
your mouth.
Don't worry about it.
Watch
Cowgirls
your mouth.
Go down.
I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
Okay. I got the whole big king size bed to myself. No problem.
All right. when it start getting chilly and you be trying to scoot over, you just be scooting over to nothing tonight.
I'll just come on the couch with
No,
you.
you won't. Thank you, sir. Yeah, yeah, Chris, you know what's up. So listen, y'all. The website is being updated.
Dang, missed everything. Dang, now that's what you get, Valerie. So, Valerie, what's Dwayne's last name? Our cousin Dwayne, because his son is play for some team. What's Dwayne's
He
last
said
name?
sliding that comment in. Chris Allen. I don't. Oh, Steve is in Wyoming.
Grady is your sister. I know Grady. Val, Grady is Eunice's sister-in-law's father.
Yeah, Steve.
Grady from Parliament.
Steve is in Wyoming with his daughter this weekend.
Haskins. Dwayne Haskins, that's his name. So Haskins from Plainfield, though that's also family. So we got a lot of people in Plainfield.
Always check your history on your family. You're right, King.
Yep.
Patrick King, word.
Yep. Because you never know. You don't want to end up with your cousin.
You ain't lying.
Or your brother, your half brother, step brother, whatever.
Small world.
Yeah.
Small world.
That's what I'm saying. So see, that's why I be like, I have to be checking with him and people he know because it's too close for comfort sometimes.
And it's crazy because I know a zillion people. Seriously. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. It's crazy about the amount, man. Sometimes I be tripping. Sometimes I be tripping because I couldn't do no crime. Somebody, oh, I know.
Baby kids, yup. Yup. And even Newark, because we've been all up and through Newark. We was living in Hillside for years, so we've been. Newark is like the old stop. Newark is so much old stopping ground. Our kids are not really. Well, my sister Valerie, her kids maybe. So my kids was young when I moved from New Jersey, but they swear they from Newark, but they not. They don't know nothing about Jersey. They swear they from Jersey, but I've been all up and through North, East Orange, so I be real careful with his people because I be like, where you from? What's your name? Because you never know. I'm just saying. What? Stop that! They are related to the comedy Kim Whitley. Yeah, they are. Her granddad and granddad are cousins. I like Kim.
So anyway, everybody.
Well, that's why she's great.
The website is being updated. You can go to the website and get all your greasy info.
Yeah, I am updating it day by day. Bear with me.
There's a lot going on right now. I'm gonna find out in a day or so when I'll be on this platform in Italy. And when I do, I'll post something on the book. So I'm going to find out from them if there's a link that they have or something like that, so I can put a link up. So when I actually go on, everybody could jump on and rock out with me. I would love for y'all to rock out with me while I'm doing this thing in Italy, man. It's a blessing for me to even be able to do this, man. I'm so thankful. Check out the website, man. All the information will be there. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
Look out for books, because the books, I'm getting ready to go crazy with the books.
Music coming. April Armstrong, AIM is coming. We're going to be
on live Roku.
Yeah, we're going to be transitioning to Roku TV really, really soon.
Well, not transition, because we still going to do live here, but we're going to be on Roku too.
Yeah.
Eunice said, "Cousin, get loose. I'm serious about learning how to DJ music production. That's why you got to come down here and spend a weekend. He could teach you that, and we could do karaoke."
Yeah, I will. I got you, cuz I'll teach you. Yo, I could teach you in about 25 minutes. I could show you the basics, and then you could just rock out. But I would love to teach you how to DJ. That'd be dope. I always thought that women DJs was a sexy thing, especially if they was dope.
It is.
I told my wife she got virtual DJing in her on her laptop,
You know, I don't let that out.
and she don't. But
Right.
my wife does her own sets sometimes. So some of that stuff y'all be listening to on the radio, she put all that together. I don't. I put stuff together, but I told her how to use virtual DJ Terry. Word up, she do her own. Word is bond. I'm not BSing. She be doing her own. I don't know what's going on with the internet tonight. It's crazy.
And y'all want to broadcast your material? DJ T. Thank you, y'all.
I call her DJ Terry T.
But if y'all wanna advertise something on the radio, let me know. If y'all want a spot to do a show, let me know.
Ooh, that's dope. DJ E, you nice.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
hard. Yo, that's hard. Watch. Yo, Eunice gonna be my protege. Watch. And since I am the vice president of the WAC DJs, I'm
Yeah,
going to make
put
her
her
an
on this.
uh,
You gotta come in.
honorary member.
And I know if she become a DJ, I know I ain't gotta worry about no sets, cause she gonna give me some sets. I know if Eunice, yeah, I know I ain't gotta worry about, cause these men, Eunice, sometimes I have a hard time getting sets out of. But I know that if
Well,
you doing it, I'm gonna get some sets.
look, to their defense, also a lot of my brothers, my DJ brothers, they outside. They doing weddings and parties, and they doing a lot of stuff.
That's why I had to learn how to do it myself, so I could put my own sets up there, because I wasn't getting no sets. I see you too, looking rolling your
I give
eyes.
you what?
I know you do, baby. I know you do.
Man.
I'm not saying you don't, but them other ones.
Well, I mean, I get what I could get. It's all right. But DJ E, you nice is in the building.
DJ E, you nice.
I'm
I like
gonna
that.
get you some drops and everything. DJ E, you nice.
I'll do a drop for you.
First lady of the WAC DJs. DJ. That's gonna be crazy.
DJ E, you nice on Untapped Music Radio. Coming to you live now.
So listen, y'all, we appreciate everybody hanging out with us for this hour
and
again.
I said thank you in the beginning, so you could just we love that they was giving us love for when you were sick.
Oh, thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate everything, man. Y'all really, man, y'all are a super strength for me and my wife, man. Y'all really are. Whether y'all know that or not, man, y'all really keep us going. With a lot of the stuff that we do. Sometimes, man, it's not easy to keep up with all of this stuff on social media, running a record label, running a radio station, running, all of this stuff that we're into. I mean, I'm so thankful to God that He's given us the information and the know-how to be our own bosses, and we do stuff at our own,
develop our own thing,
and develop our own thing. But at the same time, when we have people like you guys, man, that I don't consider fans. I consider y'all family. You're my Hatchett Chronicle family. So everything that we do, and y'all support, and y'all come out, and y'all show us love and all of that.
And when we're not there, y'all make us feel like we're missed. Because honestly, sometimes I feel like, babe, maybe we should just cut what's the use? It's getting old. But when you, like last week, we were sick. Well, my husband was sick. That Sunday, I didn't do Sunday morning worship with Minister T. Hatchett because I was sick.
The phone was blowing up. The email,
the text. Up, so that shows that we are loved and missed, and that really encouraged us to keep going. So
that's why I said y'all are really the hidden strength for us too. So we appreciate y'all, man, and we love y'all so much, man. Thank you again for spending your hour with us today on the Hatchett
In
Chronicles.
spite of the game, y'all still
Y'all
came out.
still came
We
out to
love
rock
you
with us, man.
guys.
Word. I love y'all, man. For real, for real. Eunice, maybe after, maybe after the game, I'll give you a call and we chop it up a little bit or whatever. But yeah, with that being said, man, this is the Hatchet Chronicles. We love y'all and peace and love. We out. And prayerfully, we'll see y'all next Monday.
Sunday,
Yeah,
Sunday
Sunday
morning
for
worship with Minister T.
Terri
Hatchett.
Hatchett. Yes. Thank y'all. We love y'all. Peace.